God Tender Love and Care. Welcome everyone. I am God TLC and just gonna bring some energy to you. I took you all today on an immersive journey, a field trip, the world of RuneScape live. Yep. Now while I didn't stream it front to end, a long stream, what I did do for you all is capture the most valued moments in bits and pieces. So some streams may have been 20 minutes, 18 minutes, 15 minutes, a few minutes, etc. Every single stream varied. And the reason that that was very, very important was because I wanted to capture the highlights, moments that are invaluable and that you would all cherish. Welcome, everyone. Without further ado, to Got TLC and Chill. So there weren't many technical difficulties on the road when we went to RuneScape Live. But what I did notice that there was a lot of was magic. Let me explain that to you. Whenever you all go for a hike, whenever you all go to somewhere magical, say it be the stone lands, the rune lands, a magical lake, and those exist, you feel the energy of the environment. Now, I was surprised at how many birds we were able to sightsee, from eagles and hawks, and how much wildlife there were, deer, buck, etc. At this place, there were a lot of types of houses that we encountered. Houses that Native Americans, indigenous populations created. For example, not just your standard teepee, right? Welcome, Anything Picture Edits. Thank you so much. Awesome. Yep, I did check up the volume. And KT Cat, talking to you all. All right, and welcome, Laced. Welcome, everyone, to today's program, God Tender Love and Care. Make sure to subscribe. If you'll notice, our most recent live streams are all sort of game-like. That's because today we went on an immersive field trip. We went into the real world of RuneScape. Yeah. If you don't know what RuneScape is, go check out RuneScape. It's like this huge game, immersive experience, except that today we actually got to live it. We got to see what it was like back in the day. Today, right? Because RuneScape is this game that takes you back in time, but also applies what we are living in the present moment. So that's available for you all, saved, archived on our channel. And you're going to see a lot of the custom-made thumbnails. Those are pretty much what we went through. Dragons, angels, castles, palaces, knights in shining armor, wizards, etc. Hello, Zombie Export 101. Welcome to today's program. You are here in God Tender Loving Care. Make sure you all subscribe and like the stream. Today's adventure was just one of a kind, and it will not happen again for a long time. So we were able to get tickets, capitalize on the experience, and I took you all with me. To be honest with you, I'm not sure that streaming was allowed. I know that I was able to stream, though. So you do have premium content at your fingertips. Go back to our channel, check out our most recent live streams, and they all range. It was hard to get a long stream, so what I did was I chunked it. You have an 18-minute stream here, a 15-minute stream there, 10, 5-minute streams, just because it was an environment, not besides the sweltering heat and all the cameras. It wasn't an environment that cameras were sort of welcomed. So we needed to grab our portable equipment and just hit the road and record, documentarian like. And you're going to feel and be a part of an immersive experience. The world of yesterday mixed with the world of today. Wherever you are all joining from, let me know in the comments and chat. Make sure to subscribe. One lucky subscriber will be a winner at 1,000 subscribers. That's true. You're going to win shout outs, awards, prizes. We're still voting on what would be the best prize. All in your hands. And without further ado, everyone, we're going to get to the world of here on Got to LC and Chill. We're just going to talk about food because I came up today on our journey on our field trip. When you all go out into the world, right, with family, friends, acquaintances, classmates, work peers, whoever, how do you pack your food? What food is good to go? Now, I'll raise my hand right away, and you can all type it in the chat and comments. I always say trail mix is a golden staple. I mean, trail mix is something that you should always have access to. Plus, you all know what we've been going through here on God TLC, here at our studios, lounge, the tornadoes, the severe weather, all that stuff. Well, trail mix is something that we bunker down with. Like, we always have a stash of trail mix ready to go. And it's a survival food. It's nuts. It's some variations have some candies in it, some raisins, some sweets. The ones that I like, though, are a little bit different. They have a lot of dried vegetables, mostly all the types of nuts, walnuts, almond, peanuts, cashews, pistachios, all in one. Plus, if you work out, if you're a health nut and fit into fitness, you all know that the amount of protein that you can get for eating trail mix, eating nuts, is invaluable. So, let me know, everyone here, what is your workout food? I mean, some people say I drink chocolate milk because I think it makes me stronger. I've heard that. I'm a personal trainer. Some people say, I eat, what is it? Oh, um, what is that food that people eat when they want to get big and bulky? Oh, yeah, creatine. Well, that's more of a powder, though. What's some other food that granola bars, fiber bars, what energy drinks, right? We all know those for being workout foods. And some people will even say Gatorade is the best energy drink. What do you all think is the best energy drink? I've even heard people say skip on the Gatorade, it's going to dehydrate you. It's actually going to take liquids from your body. And let me know, is that a proven fact or not? We are going to now transition everyone to a reflection piece. So after this is all said and done, after we ventured into the real life world of RuneScape, we then went on another adventure. We then ventured to a local Asian market. It was a bit pricier, more pricier than usual, but anytime we can go out, grab some foods that are hard to get at your traditional stores, we always go out and do that. And what do you see? Well, you see a lot of food from a lot of different places. Let me know in the comments and chat. Any of you ever been to an Asian market, an ethnic market, any food that isn't necessarily traditional? And that brings up the question today on one of our staple foods. Something that got us through the day is wasabi almonds. Let me know, have you ever had wasabi almonds? It is amazing. It is delicious. Now I'm going to share with you all something that came up today on our adventure, and that is matter of preparation. Like, by the end of the trip, we're like, well, this trip could have been a little bit better. We could have prepped more. We could have brought this food or that food. And that's really the only area that there was a little bit of a learning curve, but the entire trip was definitely a learning adventure. How? Well, have you ever been next to a stone or rock that's as big as a tower towering over you? Have you ever been part of a just a natural fire where someone created a fire from rubbing sticks together and all of a sudden poof, there's that magical fire? Well, that's what we experienced today. And talking about fire, I did something very interesting on the stream, the previous stream, the stream where I took you on this magical adventure. It's available right now. Go check out our streams and channel. I took you there. And we started to talk while driving to our site about AI and technology. And the reason I mentioned this to you all is because I proposed a challenge to you all when I went live. I said one new subscriber will equal 1 minute of me being unmuted. What does that matter? Well, the reason that matters is because when we're driving up there, we have a lot of private conversations. And I gave you all a chance to join those private conversations, challenged you all. One new subscriber, 1 minute of me unmuting at that very moment. And you all got to hear all that juicy conversation. Something that you may have heard, I don't recall, I think that this was part of the minute someone subscribed and we went live, right, unmuted, is we started to talk about AI technology, and how AI technology, and I know this isn't the official podcast, Tech That Builds Wealth, where I host a podcast that generates more money for you and helps us make more wealth. But it's always in my mind, right? Preparing for the podcast. And it's a book that I read where our ancestors, when they discovered fire, is basically very, very parallel and similar to how we are reacting to AI technology. If you're interested, let me know in the comments and chat. I know it's a cliffhanger, it's very enticing, but you can also check out the previous stream, and if you find it, let me know. Otherwise, in the comments and chat, ask away. I'm gonna just breeze on through this list of talking points that I have here laid out for us. Everything and anything here on God Tender Loving Care. Something else that I've noted today were some awesome what we would call messages. And over at the Rune site, I described it on the stream as a very architectural, a very what's the term? Not necessarily archaic, but a very anthropological, archaeological site. That's what RuneScape really is. And over at that site, there were many different personalities and characters. One of the people that I noted was a tarot card reader, and they had pitched their tent there, and they had some messages. They were right across from the fire, and I made a note of them. And I kept on walking, and I made a note of everything that I saw today. This happened all today. And the things that stood out to me were how the environment was so welcoming. We could walk into the yurts, and if you don't know what a yurt is, it's a type of like housing structure, and I have a video on it. You can probably find that archived in our channel. If not, look it up or ask away. Yurts. We also came across various different types of animals and art and the blending of culture, which was very, very fascinating. Let me know in the comments and chat anything that you would all like to chat or talk about. Otherwise, I will see you all on the next episode of God TLC and Chill, which will be streamed hopefully momentarily. I have about 4 minutes here remaining, and in those 4 minutes I have to go through all the talking points and then officially depart from you all. So I'm going to talk about something that you all want to talk about and love, and that is the positive aspects of gaming. And the reason I mention this is because today I was immersed in a real life adventure journey that reminded me that was part of that RuneScape idea. And that is, if you are a gamer, take a look at how you benefit from gaming. Is it giving to you? Is it an asset? Or is it taking away? Is it a liability? Because when I look at the list of pros and cons, I come across everything. I come across that it is positive, I come across some negative, and something that we may cover in the future, Tech to Build Wealth, our official podcast currently streaming on this channel, are trends of future gaming, virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, which we touched on before in one of the previous episodes, more immersive gaming experiences, cloud gaming. Let me know if you know what that is or any of these concepts. Playing without needing high end devices, cross platform gaming, all AI in games, gamification in life, which is what we experience today, and anything else that you think would be awesome topics to cover on our podcast. The next stream that we work on here on Got TLC and Chill will be another test. Remember, there are 2 rounds, and we're going to start to cover the benefits of your laptop, the benefits of the computer, right? I know many of you bounce back and forth whether or not you think the laptop and or the computer is better to use. But remember, when we talk about gaming, I don't want to just focus on just the positives. We need to focus on reality, and reality is positive in its own way. Something that millions and millions and millions of us enjoy, right? Gaming. It can be fun, it can be exciting, but there is a darker side that many of us ignore. And that is that some people are addicted to gaming and games. And I know some of you mentioned your most favorite games here on the chat. Um, but let me know, how do games benefit you? Are they good for your mental, physical, spiritual well being and health? Or do you find that there's a lot of toxicity, online toxicity, or anything of that sort? Now, I'm not saying that gaming is evil. I'm not saying that at all. But there needs to be a balance. And it can take real world tolls on us, it can affect our well being. You need just to be aware of your self control and your responsible use of gaming. And with that being said, everyone, I just mentioned that today because you are all part of the God TLC network. I want to take care of you all. Make sure to subscribe, share this with your loved ones, friends, family. I will see you all on the next one.